Article versus essay: college writing difference and best tips online. Essays and articles are the two most common forms of homework on the school curriculum. Even when you read something on the web, in the classroom, or at a coffee shop, it is probably one of those two writings. Students frequently prepare these two assignments without consulting a college writing manual and paying attention to the key factors in each. And that's a wrong approach. Knowing the purposes of an essay or article and its requirements is a useful skill that you must possess to successfully survive in the academic and business world. Define essay writing. An essay is a piece of writing that can be found more frequently in the academic sphere. But there are many other opportunities for this type of text to be used. Popular personal essays can be found in the media. For example, they allow the author to discuss and reflect on their experiences while demonstrating a particular statement and engaging an audience to consider a topic. Generally, an essay is a concise, short form of nonfiction that includes an introduction with the thesis statement, supporting paragraphs, and a conclusion. Everything is as simple as that, and every student has dealt with this academic work. An important thing to consider here is a type of essay that you are working on. Common types of trials. Like many other assignments and writings, an essay has several types that can influence its content. Here are some of them: descriptive, personal, argumentative, persuasive, critical, problem solution, definition of cause and effect. And, depending on the type of your essay and your intention as an author, this writing can have several purposes: inform the reader about the topic, argue or claim entertainment of the audience, analyze a topic, develop a concept or term, etc. Therefore, when writing an essay, consider your goal in meeting the requirements if the type is specific. This way, if you prepare an argumentative, critical, or persuasive essay, you have to make sure there are enough solid and reliable supporting details to prove your point. Also, provide a clear and decisive thesis statement that is required for any type of essay. Or, when writing a personal or descriptive essay, you may be less concerned with facts and think more about metaphorical content, engaging phrases, stylistic devices, images, etc. It is a short story where you can discuss a certain topic through the prism of your own views and beliefs. Define the writing of the article. With the prevalence of the internet and online communication in today's society, the definition of the article has changed, and now it transmits a greater variety of texts. In the academic field, the article refers to a written composition that is generally nonfiction and prose. There, students must be more precise and logical. It is not a formal script, but its content is quite reasonable, clear, and well-grounded, often based on previous studies or articles in the same area. Outside of the academic context, we cannot miss articles on the internet, blogs and newspapers. Most of them are texts to influence the public or gray zone writings that aim to persuade the reader and change the real world. Internet articles versus printed articles. Nowadays, when we talk about articles, the first thing that comes to mind is the texts that we find on online blogs and information websites, in newspapers and in magazine editions. What do we see there? People can simply describe their daily life and experience, express their views and ideas, emphasize critical issues, and resonate with different events that occur around the world. Or, if it is an academic field, there may be observations and facts on the topic that the student can use for their own assignments as a reference. Common types of internet and print articles. Here, we have the same distinction: the type of article directly affects its content and the purpose for which such text can be used. Below are types you can see more often: revision from how, WikiHow, user posts on IMDb, blog, personal experience, travel, lifeguard posts, academic research, C-Hub, newspaper, The Times. You've seen at least some of those, haven't you? So articles are for different types of audiences. They are more specific and, unlike essays, they can be written without future submission and evaluation. Key differences. Article versus essay: college writing difference and best tips online. Speaking of essay versus article, We see that both forms of writing are quite similar, and the small differences may not seem important. But when we research and review different materials, pay attention to the format and general structure of each task. For example, many articles are written to get straight to the point, and can sometimes be handled without a fully developed introduction or conclusion, unless your teacher or instructor requires it. Thus, an article on how to make cookies can offer, "Cookies are great for breakfast on the go and can be made quickly and easily with the following recipe" as an introduction, while an essay comparing cookie making to bread making will offer a more extensive and engaging introduction to cookies and baking in general. Furthermore, articles, especially those published online, often require photographs or other elements that are intended to help the reader to better perceive the information or to engage with the text. Entertainment versus information. A good way to consider an article is with the term information. An article is usually what you are looking for, online or offline, to get valuable information on a topic. Its objective is to obtain clear, useful and relevant data on a particular topic. The wording here should remain relevant and consistent, but the writer does not need to support your claims or provide supporting evidence. Essays can also be informative and accurate, but that's more academic writing where students showcase their analytical thinking and skills, and go to great lengths to earn a high grade. The essay is said to open minds to new ways of seeing and thinking about a topic, as well as prompting thoughtful questions for exploration. Main and objective idea. Another significant difference is that essays are thesis-oriented forms of writing, which means they seek to prove a point or support a claim. Trials can be described as having the main objective. There is always a clear objective expressed through the phrases of the topic that you, as the author, must achieve at the end of the writing. As for the articles, they can also be informative or expressive. But the thing is, they don't necessarily offer the same kind of supporting evidence found in most trials. However, a lot depends here on many circumstances, from why you write it, to introduce yourself and be evaluated, or to practice your skills and entertain your subscribers, to what are the requirements. If it is for academic purposes, always consult your teacher.